Hello and welcome. You're watching Newsx and I'm Shivani Singh. Tamil Nadu Chief Minister and DMK President M.K. Stalin has drawn a firm line. DMK will win solo and form the government on its own strength. Speaking at an event in Chennai, Stalin declared that a coalition government is not suitable for Tamil Nadu's political structure, while making it clear that the pre-poll alliance with Congress will continue for the 2026 Assembly elections. This comes amid a sharp sheet-sharing tussle. Congress leaders including TNCC Chief K. Selva Puran Thagai, MPs like Manikam Tagore, Praveen Chakravarti and Karthi Chidambaram have been openly demanding a larger seat share, pushing for around 40 seats, and a formal power-sharing arrangement post the elections, including cabinet berths. Some have argued that Congress helped DMK win key seats in 2021 and even claimed that Rahul Gandhi is open to a coalition model, citing examples from other states. Stalin's blunt rejection is being seen as a direct reality check to those expectations. Let's in fact discuss this further with guests who are joining us on the broadcast. Kalyani Shankar, political commentator and senior journalist, Venkat Narayan, senior journalist, and Shekhar Vijayan, political commentator. Let me in fact start off with Kalyani Shankar. I thank you all for joining us on the broadcast to discuss this. Kalyani Shankar, what do you make of this statement given out by Stalin? He's saying that the alliance will stay, but the DMK is not agreeable to power sharing, and he said that Tamil Nadu's politics does not favor a coalition type of government.
Well, you see, Tamil Nadu has never gone, at least the Dravidian parties did not like power sharing. Even this time the ADMK chief, Palaniswamy, also has said they will not share power with the BJP. So that is the idea of them, then even if they get a little less number of seats, they will form the government solo. It has been happening since the unauthorized time in the 60s. They've never had any coalition parties governing the state. So I'm not surprised at Stalin saying this. And even a month ago also he said the same thing, said that the alliance is intact, but power sharing is no. On the contrary, they had offered a Rajya Sabha seat, I hear, to compensate this power sharing thing. So whatever it is, that there is no question of them giving any cabinet berth or any seat to the Congress or any other ally.
Absolutely. Let me also rope in Mr. Venkat Narayan, who's with us on the broadcast. Sir, how are you looking at this, going forward? Because this means that DMK in fact has put this thought forward that they will put their candidates on over 200 seats. They are aiming to win over 200 seats in an election where there are 234 seats. So how are you looking at this entire alliance that is panning out? Obviously they are not rejecting Congress altogether, but they are saying power sharing is something that we will not be doing.
Well, I have some news which is not so good for the DMK, Congress and other parties alliance. A friend of mine has been conducting surveys for the last 8 months about the public opinion in Tamil Nadu. He is Kakumani Venkat Rao. He heads an organization called Reach Out Analytics. It's based in Hyderabad. According to them, after Stalin gave away 3,000 rupees to each woman in Tamil Nadu, their vote percentage went up by 3% and reached 41%, which was the AIADMK combined policy number also. The current position is that the AIADMK BJP plus alliance enjoys the support of 41% of the population, the eligible voters in Tamil Nadu, whereas the DMK and Indian National Congress, they are having only 35% of the popular support, and the TVK support ranges between 17 and 18%. So if this survey, I have reasons to believe that this is accurate, because their earlier predictions of Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Karnataka and Bihar have come right. The chances are the AIADMK BJP combined is likely to win the elections, which are likely to be held in April, and because Stalin's term ends on the 7th of May. So this is the news Stalin and his friends and Rahul Gandhi may not be aware of. Through your television channel, I want to reach out to them as well as to the voters in Tamil Nadu and the rest of India.
Right, sir. So, but what do you believe about, and what you observe regarding their entire alliance? Do you think that it will still hold value, even though the DMK has outright refused any kind of, power sharing?
Well, Kalyani is right when she says that the Dravidian parties never shared power for the past half a century. I don't see Stalin. Stalin says he has brotherly relations with Rahul Gandhi. In fact, he has been drumming up support for Rahul Gandhi's prime ministership, but that has not fructified so far. But I don't think that the DMK will share power with Congress party, and even if they give more seats, there has been not so pleasant experience. The Congress party demanded more seats and they lost in many of them. As a result, the number of seats won by the DMK came down considerably in a couple of elections ago. So they will continue with the alliance, but I do not think that the DMK, in the unlikely event of coming to power, will share power with the Congress party or any of its alliance partners.
Right. In fact, Kalyani Shankar ma'am, when we are looking at Stalin's target, he set a target of winning 200 seats. Does that, how are you looking at this entire then Congress role? Because Congress has been stating that in the 2021 elections, they were able to provide to the alliance some major seats. But do you think now the Stalin or DMK is just hanging on to Congress because they want a presence in Delhi?
Well, you see, presence in Delhi is different. Sorry, what Congress wants, it's still living in its past glory. So it is not able to reconcile to the fact that they can get less number of seats in Tamil Nadu. At one point of time, Tamil Nadu, Congress had 20% share. And with the DMK or ADMK, either of them, Congress could go with either of them. But now the share of the Congress has come down very much. I don't know, maybe 8 or 10%. So that way they cannot go on demanding the same higher number of seats and also lose all of them. The last time also they had only 18 they fought 25 and they got only 18 in 2021 elections. So this time also they are asking for 25, and I think DMK is willing to give only about 18 or so. So we'll have to wait until the seat sharing takes place, and then it will be Congress. You see, some Congress leaders, local leaders, they are putting pressure on Rahul Gandhi to say that they need power sharing. So that is why Rahul Gandhi also has started telling Stalin about this. But when Rahul Gandhi talked to Kanimari just about 3-4 weeks ago, then he told her clearly, she told him very clearly that there will be no power sharing. And she had offered one Rajya Sabha seat, that's all. So Congress's dream of power sharing in Tamil Nadu is out of question. And they will have to do with whatever seats that Stalin gives. That's all they can do now, because they are not in a commanding position to demand more. I think ultimately they will both realize the ground situation and go ahead.
Right. In fact, Shekhar Vijayan has also joined us on the broadcast. So, when you are looking at this entire situation that is unfolding, Stalin has clearly said Rahul is like a brother to me, but I will not share power. Tamil Nadu has never seen power sharing. That's not suitable for the kind of politics that Tamil Nadu has. And going forward, we will be in alliance, but there is no question of sharing the power.
Yeah, thank you for having me over. I think one of the main reasons behind this is they have seen how Congress has performed in the previous elections, and it goes without saying that Congress under Rahul Gandhi's leadership has performed miserably. And I'm sure not just Stalin, I'm sure most of the political parties, most of the regional parties know that they don't want to take a chance, collaborating with Rahul Gandhi on this and ending up with egg on the face in more ways than one. See, DMK's confidence is in us. It also stems from the fact that they have been winning regularly and they don't want to take any chances. Yes, they would have no power sharing with Congress, but the alliance would remain intact. I think this is a formula most of the regional parties are going with because they understand the pulse of South India, they understand the pulse of Chennai, they understand the pulse of what their vote basis and what they want out of it. If they come in with Congress and if they do a partnership, things can really go wrong. And things can get diluted and things can change completely for them. They don't want to take a chance at this juncture. And I think it also goes without saying that the numbers don't lie. If you look at the fact that in the previous elections across North India, Congress has not played a major role. Congress has been failing miserably. And at the end of the day, I think that's what matters. When you want to win on your own. I think all these parties, what we talk about, these are all legacy parties. These parties have been winning consistently in the southern part of India. They know the pulse of the country. They understand the pulse of Chennai. They understand the pulse of what people want. And they don't want to change that formula right now.
Absolutely. In fact, let me rope in Mr. Venkat Narayan on this. So, Mr. Vijayan has, brought out a very pertinent point. Do you also observe that the Congress might just be losing regional, relevance? Because we saw that in Maharashtra, Congress was sidelined, in Bengal as well, and over here now, Stalin has this take it or leave it attitude as well towards the Congress. So, do you think that its regional relevance is slowly, deteriorating?
I agree with Vijayan absolutely because Congress has been losing very embarrassingly in all the states, and it doesn't have much of a presence in Parliament. Also, in the sense the number of you see, you have to be in charge of the central government. Only then the state regional parties will listen to you. By the way, the Congress party's percentage of vote share in the 2021 assembly elections is a pathetic 4.28% in the Tamil Nadu assembly elections, even though they have won 18 seats. If they won without any alliance with the DMK, I wonder how many seats they will win. And Stalin and the DMK have every right to refuse to give more seats to the Congress party or share power with them because of the performance of the Congress party during the past, during Rahul Gandhi's leadership, has been pathetic, not just at the center, in most of the states. And the way he has been, or under his leadership, he has been disrupting the Congress party and the India Alliance, have been disrupting proceedings of Parliament, not just the current session, but since the BJP came to power, it doesn't really cover them with glory. And people in India, they watch television and they know who is what is happening. And I don't think the tactics being adapted by Mr. Rahul Gandhi and his advisors, I don't know if he has any sensible advisors, I'm not so sure, making mountain of a molehill like the general's book and all that. What Navarane said in the book does not really go against the government. All that he asked the Prime Minister and Raksha Mantri was that, well, these Chinese tanks are coming, what do I do? So they simply told him, do what you think needs to be done. That doesn't mean that they are evading responsibility. I don't know why the government is, not coming and defending their stance. Anyway, it is their business. But as far as the DMK is concerned, Tamil Nadu Assembly elections are concerned, I don't think the Congress party deserves more seats than what the DMK is willing to give them. In any case, they are not likely to win the next assembly elections in April this year, I'm afraid.
All right. In fact, let me also, get in Kalyani Shankar. Ma'am, you were talking about how Congress leaders were expecting some more seats when they are talking about the sharing of seats. But the Congress leadership in the state has also been saying that this process has been delayed by the DMK and there is, there seems to be no resolution in sight. Do you believe that if this seat sharing talks, they do not go as per the Congress's wishes, do you think that the Congress will go out of the alliance? Will they just or they might just look at a third party? Because remember the TVK's Vijay had they had in fact offered to go with the TVK, which was rejected in the end, but we can look at some other alternatives as well for the Congress. Do you think that happening?
What you're saying is true in a way, because a section of the Congress people in Tamil Nadu, they are saying that they can go solo with the TTK. So because of that, see, Vijay is untested, whether he'll get a lot of seats or he may do nothing, only crowds will come and see him. So he's really untested. The first time he will be contesting in the elections. So going with him is also a very great risk. At least DMK is an established party. It has governed the state for quite a few times. So I think for the Congress, it's better to go with the DMK than with the forming a new alliance. So to that extent that I think Rahul is not listening to the local leaders in this respect, and all that he is demanding is that power share, which he also knows it cannot happen. And for the Congress, as Venkataraman had said earlier, it is really in a pathetic sense. But unfortunately for the Congress, in the 2024 elections, it got 99 seats, which is a real bonus for them. So to that extent, that's why they are able to make noise in the parliament also. But the same thing doesn't transfer to Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu is as it was before. 18 may go down to even 5, 6 or 7. I don't think it can get more than that. That's because of the lack of regional leaders and lack of leadership in the Congress at the local level. And because of all these things, it is not able to revive the party.
Right. So just as an extension to that answer, ma'am, if I can ask you, what's the best way forward for the Congress? Should it stay in alliance with the DMK, look for newer alliance partners or lifelines, or should it just completely restructure itself?
May I just say, the best scenario for the Congress is to stick to DMK, come what may. So that is the only way it can at least survive. At least the Congress name will be there for even 1 or 2 seats. If it goes with the TTK, it's a risk. You never know. It may be too much or it may be very little. I didn't think Congress is in a position to experiment this kind of alliances.
Right. In fact, let me also rope in Mr. Vijayan on this. Sir, how are you looking at this, new lifeline, wildcard, whatever you might call it, the TVK factor? It's the third, triangular contest that is happening. Congress is now in a tussle with the DMK of sorts. They're saying alliance is alive, but a lot of local leaders are in fact stating that they might just want to shift to the TVK.
See, I think the TVK is a lot like Prashant Kishore's party in the Bihar elections. So in the Bihar elections, when they, Prashant Kishore was somebody who was a political campaigner and who came with a lot of fanfare, but they didn't win anything much. But it was just a testing ground for them. I think in this case also, the actor has not been tested. Yes, the actor can bring in huge crowds, but will people vote for him? It's a different ballgame altogether. We have noticed in the Indian demography, and that's what makes India so special. People vote and think in a very different way. Voting is a different ballgame altogether. And I think the political parties have understood that. Right? I think what's really important here is, each of the parties, be it DMK, be it AIADMK, be it TTK, be it BJP or Congress, they need to know the pulse of the country. They need to know the pulse of what's happening in, say, Tamil Nadu. And I think these parties have understood that very well. Regional parties understand that pretty well. In the case of Vijay, he just started out, and going by the kind of fanfare he's got, going by the crowd response he's got, he seems very popular, which goes without saying. But like I said, elections is different. Just by going by the number of people who come in, it does not guarantee that he'll win elections, right? But I think it's a great move what he's doing in terms of getting into election mode, and a lot of parties are going to be looking at this and seeing what happens now. So they're going to be watching in each every move, and it's going to be very interesting the way it unfolds in Tamil Nadu.
But Mr. Vijayan, can the TVK become like a lifeline, or like something that the Congress can hold on to if they are pushed to the corner by the DMK during these seat sharing talks?
So I don't think TVK would want to spoil the reputation by going with the Congress, because see, Congress is a sinking ship, and I'm not saying because of what's happened in the past. The fact of the matter is, Congress has not done anything of note in Tamil Nadu. They need to know the pulse of the country. They need to know the pulse of the nation. They don't do anything like that. There is no Rath Yatra in place. There is nothing where they have gone and gravitated or reached out to the common man or the common woman. And I wouldn't say that TVK would want to reach out to them, because what do they get out of it? Ultimately, politics, when parties come together, it's a matter of convenience. It's a win-win situation. I think TVK on their own will start winning. They don't need Congress for that. So I think it's important. What are the strengths? What are the areas of opportunity? And how do they move forward? Here, there's going to be no collaboration. There's going to be convergence. But at the end of the day, if we are converging together as parties and you don't get votes, then the whole idea is lost.
Right. In fact, let me also get in Mr. Venkat Narayan's views on this. Sir, how are you looking at this new play of TVK? They didn't want to side with the Congress. That was their initial statement that they gave out. But can they actually come together to give a tough contest to the DMK if things go haywire during these alliance talks?
See, as I said, Congress got only 4.28% of the popular vote in the last election. And Vijay said that if we come to power, I will be the chief minister. And I'm not going to do business with any of the Dravidian parties or any party. If anybody is willing to accept him as chief minister in the event of an alliance led by him coming to power, he could consider. But Congress teaming up with Vijay is not a winning combination. Vijay reminds me of Pawan Kalyan. When he fought elections on his own in Andhra, some years ago, he lost his own seat. But in 2024, when he teamed up with Chandrababu Naidu's Telugu Desam Party and the BJP, they swept the polls. So Vijay may be popular actor on his own, even though he is, my friends' surveys suggest that he is able to have the support of 10 to 15% of the popular vote, but he went to polls on his own. I'm not so sure how successful he will be. If he has to be successful, joining hands with the Congress is not going to help him, for the simple reason that the Congress's performance has been pathetic in the past in Tamil Nadu and now in many parts of the country. So it doesn't really benefit Vijay if he joins hands with the Congress party. If he has to do well, he has to join a party which has at least 25% of the popular support. But those are only the DMK and the AIADMK. I don't think that they are willing to take him, or he is willing to join them, because they will not accept him. Definitely AIADMK is not going to accept him as the chief ministerial candidate. Even though some of the AIADMK people thrown out by EPD have gone and joined Vijay, but I don't think they bring a lot of votes for him. And as it is, he is planning to contest from 2 assembly constituencies and not 1. That means he himself is not very sure how well he is going to be doing in the next election.
Absolutely. And before we wrap up this bulletin, a last word from everyone regarding what they think about the ground pulse. Let me start off with Kalyani Shankar ma'am. What do you think is the situation right now in Tamil Nadu as it heads towards the polls? Kalyani Shankar, if you can hear. All right. Let me in fact rope in Shekhar Vijayan for his comments first.
So I think the situation is quite interesting because, I think it's a mixed reaction. You have the DMK and AIDMK in equal measure, but I think with Vijay also coming to the fray, things have changed completely, right? There is a lot of fanfare, there's a lot of noise. It's also about anti-incumbency with the Stalin government being in power for such a long time. People are also looking at change. But what is the kind of change they're looking at? What is the development the government has done? Those are the things they look at. I think elections is basically fought on three factors. One is infrastructure. One is what has the party done for me? And the third thing is what change can I expect? So I think that's going to be really important.
Right. And Mr. Venkat Narayan, you at the start of this show, you put forward some survey stats. What, as per your understanding, is the pulse of the state which is going into the polls?
It seems to me that at this point of time, AIADMK alliance is ahead. They are somewhere around 41%. And after Stalin gave away 3,000 rupees to each woman voter in January on the occasion of Sankranti or Pongal, his vote percentage went up by 3% and it was equal to the AIADMK alliance, which was 41%. But after that, the AIADMK released its manifesto and then it recovered and it stays at 41% at this point of time. But the DMK's percentage is about 4 to 5% less than what the AIADMK BJP combined is holding at this point of time. I am not so sure that in the next 2 months the DMK can perform any miracles and improve their vote percentages, and Congress party is not going to be able to do anything to boost the vote percentages of the DMK. So at this point of time, as things stand, barring a miracle, it seems to me that the AIADMK BJP combination is likely to win the Tamil Nadu Assembly elections in April this year.
All right. So as we see this seat tussle actually between the DMK and the Congress, there are other parties also in the fray. AIDMK, Mr. Venkat Narayan has survey stats that they might just clinch the polls, but we are yet to see if TVK can also, pull an upset. But I thank all our guests for joining us on the broadcast, Kalyani Shankar, Venkat Narayan and Shekhar Vijayan. That's all, and we are wrapping up this bulletin now.